Today I am at Nate's Honor Animal Rescue here in Bradenton, Florida. This is a place that is near and dear to my heart. When I'm not selling real estate, you'll find me volunteering here in my spare time. I foster for them. Also, 1% of each of my sales comes back to the rescue here, and that is matched by other donors as well. So come on and let's take a look. Lacey, what is it about Nate's that is different from all of the other rescues in the area?
Yeah, so our mission here is really to not only adopt the dogs and the cats out and find them forever homes, but it's to really keep the animals in their homes throughout the community. And so we do this in a lot of ways. Well, one, we're trying to really increase our adoptions and get as many animals into homes, which we do with our dog cottages, which is a really unique design where instead of having a row of dog kennels and cages in a loud room, families can walk through our bright colored cottages where the dogs are separated from each other a little bit more. It's a little quieter, more relaxing, and they show a lot better, get adopted. And then we try to educate the community and keep the animals in their home through training classes that we offer to our adopters. And one day soon with our construction project, we'll be able to offer veterinary services at a low cost so that the animals can stay healthy and safe in the home.
And I want you to tell me a little bit more about that construction project, but you had brought up an interesting fact. One of the features that Nate's has here is a room where the dogs get to hear noises and experience things that they will experience in a home so that they're not as startled once they get into a home. Is that correct?
Right, yes, that's our experience room, and it's kind of set up similar to an apartment that we can bring the dogs in and kind of get a feel for. It looks like it has a kitchen and a couch and a TV on, and especially when they meet potential adopters, they can get a feel for what it would be like instead of in a scary kennel or cage or play yard.
And you had mentioned the construction. Tell us about, this project's been ongoing for a while, and
yes.
I know the pandemic had kind of slowed things down. We're nearing the end.
Yes.
What is Nate's going to have to offer once this is complete?
Yeah, so this is something we're so excited for. We're expecting to open in early 2025. The whole expansion plan was meant to double our capacity so that we can double our impact. So we're adding 10 new dog cottages, an entirely new kitty city that we like to call it, where we can add a ton more cats in our care. And then one of the biggest things that I mentioned earlier was that veterinary clinic that will be open to the public. So not only will we be able to provide better care to the animals in our care at the shelter, but the animals in the community can come to us and get care as well.
And now you're having a restaurant as well there?
Yes, we'll have a little cafe up front that'll have little breakfast sandwiches or ice cream, something of that nature. So that'll be a nice, yummy treat as well.
Now there will be a vet on premise then, once this is complete?
Yes, so with the veterinary clinic, we will have a whole vet staff and medical team that are able to take care of both the shelter pets and the community's pets.
Now, what does a typical day at Nate's look like for behind the scenes when you're not open for adoptions? Because you're only open certain days a week, but there are people here all the time.
There's always people here, from staff to volunteers. And honestly, no 2 days are the same, but morning and night we have our volunteers, our dog walkers come, make sure the dogs are getting out, getting socialized, getting time to play. And then our staff is always here checking on the dogs, feeding, of course, cleaning the kennels, making sure they're in a nice, clean environment, and also taking care of any medical needs, of course, any vaccines or shots or just concerns that we might have. So a lot going on the day-to-day, all day long.
So the animals that are at your facility, cats and dogs, where do they come from? A certain place in particular?
They come from all over, really. So we like to pull from our local community, our local municipalities, so that we can give them a new chance to be adopted here, and then throughout the state as well, from different shelters that unfortunately euthanize from space. So we really pull from across the state of Florida and even into Georgia as well.
And if somebody's looking to get involved with the rescue, whether it's on a volunteer basis or an adoption or foster, what is the next step for them?
We definitely recommend taking a look at our website, nateshonoranimalrescue.org, and on there you can check out and apply to be a volunteer, apply for adoption, donate, any of those things, and really learn how to get involved.
Now, my understanding, once the construction is complete, there'll be opportunities for younger children to get involved as well?
Yes. Currently, we allow volunteers to start once they're 16. Once we open up, we'll have a new children's education room that will offer opportunities for children to play and learn and interact in a space, pretend to be a veterinarian, and we'll also have more kids programs for all ages.